At 4 p.m. today, the opposition walked out of Parliament after government moved the motion to guillotine the debate on the VAT Amendment Bill. Opposition leader Wilkie Rasmussen explains their disappointment.
Well, the Democratic Party walked out of the debate in Parliament this afternoon. That is because the government moved the motion at about 3:45 to guillotine the debates. That means to stop all debates and have the bill, which is the VAT Amendment Bill, passed before we end at 5 o'clock. And we were very upset by this because the bill, both in the English and in the Maori versions, are quite substantial. And there are lots of issues that needed to be debated, and we, because of the importance of VAT and of taxation in the country for some time now, the opposition felt, along with the support of the Honourable Norman George, that debate must be done fairly and broadly, so that everybody, including those in the outer islands listening to the radio, be able to hear the views of both sides of the House. And this was very upsetting because this is the first time in my 12 years of being in politics and in the 17 years of Auntie Ma'u being in politics that a bill was guillotined for an hour. There has been guillotines in the past, but usually this is after a debate of 5 days or so, when everybody had spoken their minds and have exhausted their debates. Then the government of the day in the past would guillotine their bills. This is becoming a very common practice with this government. Short notice and never giving enough time for the opposition and for members of Parliament to actually read and understand the debate or the bill. It's very sad indeed, and it's an indictment on those members of Parliament in the government who I know have not read this bill. They don't know what is inside it. They're just listening to the people who are instigating the whole process for speed. They had almost a month, or maybe even more than a month, to actually call Parliament into session so that we could have plenty of time to debate this bill. But they left it to the last day, because if they don't pass it today, then the bill is hopeless. It's going to throw everything out of order for them. And this is recklessness. This is poor management of time, poor administration by the government. They've been slack. They have not done their job properly, so that we all have a fair go at speaking on this amendment bill in there. The VAT is important for everyone, not just for for the government to pass it. It's important for everyone to understand it, opposition and others who are unhappy with this policy of taxation by the government. That's why the opposition walked out today, and we will continue to exert our pressure in terms of our numbers onto this government until it starts to play fairly with the opposition.